this guy. He knows a lot of stuff, but he's regurgitating Chinese worker rights stuff that he's assuming is accurate. So, if Canada wants to do an agreement with EVs or hybrid cars coming from China, and by the way, it's not just cheap because maybe their workers are paid less, but maybe also their life expenses are less. But also because they've been into these technologies for a long time and they've got a great supply chain advantage. And yes, you should bring them in. And yes, there should be no taxes. And yes, we need more alliances with China. But these alliances must include cultural repair. That means BC Ferries, they're already going to send a team of people. Make the agreement that we want to be sure that, and don't compare to the BCGU union, but go in writing, because you'll see probably the Chinese staff are better treated than Canadian staff. So we don't treat our workers well here either. So it offends me that they allow such nonsense. There's a lot of stuff that CBC allows because it matches the opinion norm of the population, but they don't challenge the validity and the accuracy of the opinions of experts. So again, I want to say that the automobile and fossil fuel companies have charted the course at a huge percentage of the history of countries like Canada and the US. They are very likely responsible for how we are toxic in our interconnections between these countries right now, whose relationships have changed because cultures have changed. So make it that, you ask yourself, how did we end up in Canada and the States having so many similarly dysfunctional, showing signs of developmental disorders, engineered cities? Why are we stuck in traffic so much? Why are these conversations always including vehicles for families or individuals, but never discussing public transit as a way to solve other issues like mental health? Not just not having fossil fuel combustion engines, but make public transit that people have entertainment for free. And these people that entertain, they get a license when they audition for these cities or provinces, and they're doing great. And they're monitored, there's oversight, and if they always are great entertainers, that's their professions. So it's artistic, but it also gets social interactions and cultures to evolve again, which has not really ever been the goal of fossil fuel companies or capitalists or shareholders or automobile industries. It's never been to evolve cultures. It's always been to make profits for themselves and their familiars. So no politician, including Carney could go down in history, and that's how dumb we are here in Canada, as the best prime minister ever. And there'd be statues of him everywhere. But only when it comes to the monetary paradigm and capitalism, because that's most of the conversations that even CBC is having. It has nothing to do with the social sciences. So Carney might be made a saint when really he helped devolve cultures, because he's not talking about cultural repair as well.